Welcome to the Chilling E Spilling podcast. Two college best friends stay chilling, spilling the tea on anything and everything from life experiences, relationship advice, pop entertainment news, and culture. Your new besties are waiting for you to join the conversation. Here are your hosts, Emily and Hector.
What's up, bitches, and welcome back to another episode of Chillin' E Spillin'. I'm your co-host, Hector.
And I'm your co-host, Emily. And today we're going to get in it, okay? We're going to be chatting about, talking stages indicators. And we gonna pop off with this first question because I want to know from you, what do you find that's unintentionally sexy about other people?
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a juicy one, huh?
Easy. Okay.
Easy, he said.
It's easy, yeah. Okay, so I think for this one, we should just keep going back and forth.
Okay.
I think one thing that's super sexy is when you know the person has manners and isn't afraid to be like, you know?
Yes.
Just showing like, okay, you were raised well. I see you. Good credit score, everything. Yeah. I think that's sexy.
Good credits. Okay. I'm going for more like a look. And it's kind of it's disheveled, messy morning look. That's unintentionally sexy because they don't know, right? It's like as soon as they wake up, they probably don't think it's the most appealing, but I think it is. I don't know what it is. Maybe I watched way too much Grey's Anatomy and I just liked it on McDreamy, and I think I don't know that's an unintentionally sexy thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. I mean, it sounds so bad and it sounds like the bare minimum, but bitches who know how to keep the conversation going. Because it's like, bitch, like if you're not just giving energy, why the fuck are you talking to me in the first place? Let's be real. Like, let's have a convo. Let's get to know each other's minds, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll say that.
I would say it's unintentionally sexy when someone is really passionate and excited about whatever they are like doing or like work wise, or I don't know, just something that they're, passionate about. Like for me, like it's almost like an immediate turn on. Like I feel like it doesn't even matter. I don't know, like if I see the person like being in their element and engaging with me and being like really eye opened about like what they're doing and kind of being like a dork in a way, like it's just that. But for me, I'm like just like, oh, okay, you do your thing, okay.
I think it's sexy when someone's like, you have an issue, let's talk about it, and we'll get through it together. Someone who's willing to push you, but is also pushing themselves as well. Yes. Like, yeah, I'm going to say that. Good answer. Good,
yes, good answer,
Bray.
Yes. Okay, another one for me is when a man when the other person, I guess, is doing the cooking, the cleaning, and doing the chores around the house, and I get to do nothing. Shoot.
Okay.
That's a plus. That's an unintentionally, like, just, hey, like, go relax and I'm going to get things done. Say less. Yeah. And how you were saying, I think you mentioned the song, like, yes, you do the cleaning.
Yeah, Nicki Minaj, yes.
But yeah, I'll say that. Your turn.
Okay. Fuck. Okay. I'm running out. It's like, I hate people. I had it. Oh my gosh. Okay. When someone... Oh my gosh. You go and then I'll go again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe this is gonna... When a guy pushes his hair back.
Really?
Like when it's like the sweep, like a little...
The come over?
Yeah. I think that, I don't know. And it kind of works for girls too. Like, I mean, not that, but like when some girls are really dainty and they just, I think that's good. That's hot. It's them unintentionally being sexy. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like There's just something about it. Mainly in guys. I mean, obviously, like.
What about like the morning voice? Is that a turn on for you?
Yes.
Yeah. I know
raspiness,
a lot of people
kind
that
of like
is
the
for...
grogginess.
Yeah.
Yes. Not the morning breath though.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
but yes, yes. Especially,
Okay.
I feel like honestly, girls, their way of, we really care about like voice and sound. So I feel like I'm not speaking for all the ladies, but I feel like most girls are really for like a guy having a really good voice, especially that morning groggy. I feel like they'd be really loving that.
Okay. It came back to me.
Yeah. Okay.
Before I forget, it's like
say it now.
When someone is like, it could just be out of nowhere and they text you and they're like, "This thing reminded me of you." I think that's such a like, oh yeah. It's like, it could be a fucking rock.
Yes.
And it's like, but it's a pretty rock and it reminded me of you. I feel like, yeah.
Yes. Oh, I love that. Okay.
Oh, bitch, you got more?
Yes, I got more. Okay. This one just came to me because of that. But when the other person is encouraging and motivating, like giving you some good, like, I don't know, like inspo, like you go girl, like you go, like you go get that money, or I don't know, whatever it is. Like, I think that's unintentionally, like maybe it's, I would say, because it's not it's not a compliment. It's more like, like motivating the person. I feel like, and if that's just in your being to like motivate people and uplift them, like that's hot. And you're not even doing it with the intention of like, like, I guess, like being with them, but it's just like, bringing other people up. I think that's a plus.
For sure.
Yeah. Do you have one more or no?
I mean, what would be really sexy is like, if they really know you to the point where it's like, say you come home from like a bad day and they're like, I got your favorite food, I have your favorite TV show on, here's like some, like self-care stuff.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I love that. And I guess I'll go. This is my last one.
Damn, bitch, she keeps going. I'm just like, I'm like reaching.
Thinking, okay, but this is my last one. Then that's it. But okay, I don't know. Okay,
say
it's when guys wear like gray baggy sweatpants.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I don't know. It's just
sweatpants season.
Yes. That's what I would say.
Okay.
That's it. That's everything on my list. Unintentionally, because they just with a nice baggy sweatshirt too.
Ooh, comfy.
Yeah, very comfy vibes.
Would you be the person that like steals the hoodies?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not giving them back. They're mine. Okay, you give them to me, I'm with you. They're mine.
They're yours. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're going to love them because they're going to be on me.
True.
So, Anyways.
All right. So that's like sexy things about people. But like, let's take that and rewind it back.
Okay. Ooh, take that and rewind it back.
Exactly. Do you think age comes into consideration when you're trying to establish like a romantic relationship? And if so, what is the minimum and cap?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Because in my fantasies.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Yeah, I would say like just in my fantasies. A lot of the guys that I like are older.
Oh, okay.
They're not super old. It's just like they're in their like 40s, 39-ish. And obviously I'm not there. Like I'm literally half that age. But I think honestly, would it really matter? Like, if I'm like trying to like live a life with them, like I had to take somewhat into consideration because I don't want to be left alone.
Oh,
like early, like
they said deuces.
Yes, and I don't want to like like if you're like 50 something and we're like trying to have kids, I'm like, bruh, you gotta be taking extra vitamins, taking good care of yourself, because I want you to live.
The baby and the man.
Huh?
You taking care of the baby and the man.
Exactly. So I don't know if I would be down for that necessarily. Gotcha. So that's where I would like really have to sit down and think about it. But I think it might be overlooked if I truly feel like, oh my God, this is my soulmate. Like, they are interested in the things that I am. They're passionate about what they're doing. Like, and they're good to me, and they're good. They have good manners. They're good to their family. Like, because then we'd be doing life together. And I think when you find that, I think it's going to be hard to like really say no to like not being with them, because in my fantasy, I'd probably think like, oh, like a love so great. It doesn't matter how long you have. Like, I think when you do have a good love, like, let age be like
a deciding factor.
Yes. But I know sometimes it could be a deal breaker. So it just depends. I think, like, I feel like a good number would ideally be like max maybe like 10 years older than me.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Bitch, you said 40.
I know, but it's because the guy that I was like, but then again, okay, so I'm like really into F1. So Lewis Hamilton, this man is just delicious, okay? And I'm just thinking, yes, so I'm like thinking, like, shoot, if he want to go out and I want to go out, like, shoot, like, say less, like, if I'm interested and he's interested, why not? Okay. And again, I think a determining factor is like, do you have a connection? Do you vibe? But ultimately, yeah, I wouldn't want to be taking care of a grandpa like so soon. So I had to be realistic with my choices. Yeah. But I think max 10 years. That's what I've seen. And most couples too. I don't know if you've seen, like, sometimes they're good, like, age gap. And I think the max has always been like 10 that I've known.
For sure.
But that's just me. What about you? Would you?
No. Backtrack. Oh. Minimum. What's the minimum?
Like, yeah, that'd be,
like, what's the youngest?
The youngest? Oh, yeah. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. Not too young. At least they got to be over 21. Okay. But that would be so wrong if, like, years later I'm like 30. No, like, like,
okay, from your age, what's the
youngest? Yeah, 21. I'm not going any lower. I don't give a damn.
But, like, say you're 32. How many years from there? We'll say 30.
I think 5. We'll 30. 5 years below me only. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, but okay, that's if I'm 30. Not like if I'm
like if you're 30.
Yeah. If I'm 30, like 5 years below and 10 years up. Anyways, okay, now back to you. Your thoughts.
Yeah, so for me, it's more about maturity. I would never date someone that's under 20. I was going to say someone, but I got a contract. Just kidding. Yeah.
He has an NDA.
Imagine. Oh my God. Gosh. I don't think I'd date anyone under 21 because I feel like there's a lack of maturity there. Yeah. In the sense of, like, the world and dating a life that they still have to go through. Like, obviously people could go through traumatic experiences and mature them in ways that we wouldn't necessarily think. Yeah. But as an overall consensus, I feel like before 21 is like, I don't think they would even know what they want or need in a relationship. Exactly. As far as, like, maximum, imagine I'm like 50 years. Okay, I'm trying to do the math. Sorry. Maybe 7, 8, the most. I don't know. I think it depends on the person. No, I don't know. I kind of want, if I were to, like, date someone around the same age as possible, that would be cool, but we have to be realistic.
Yes, realistic. Because think, like, they can't be too far out, because then you're going to be planning the funeral. You're going to be taking care of this person. But, I mean, if you love them and you don't really care for that, like,
I mean, bitch, what I said about 30. Yeah. Once I get 30. Okay, so if I'm 30, youngest, no more than 4 years younger. Okay. Like, more than that. Older, maybe, yeah, I'm going to stick with 7 or 8, but who knows? Someone could come into my life and possibly change it, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
That's my answer. Yeah.
Okay. Period. Dang. Well, that's interesting. I feel like it's funny how we both wouldn't go young. But I do know of people that could go like, wait, like.
Oh yeah.
I mean, wasn't that the case with like George Clooney and his wife? Like, there's like a big gap there.
I wouldn't doubt it, but then again, it's like, when does that become mommy or daddy issues?
True. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. It's interesting, and we shall ask George Clooney.
Imagine we're getting him on the pod next week. That'd be, oh my gosh.
That'd be iconic. But anyways, I guess that gets me to kind of follow up. In recent times, we like to date. We like to,
I was like, who's we?
I mean, people in general. Okay, people like to date.
No, yeah.
People like to, I feel like because a lot of people learn more about themselves and what they want through dating, right?
Could be.
I could be, or sometimes they already know what they want and go for it. But sometimes, when just being yourself, you can attract certain people to your light. And I guess that comes with like, them loving you and, trying to be that potential partner, lover, or whatever it may be. But if you're not feeling it, how do you let them down?
Okay. I mean, like, I'm a blunt person. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. It's like, obviously I'm not gonna be like, ew. What's that one? Fucking Clueless? Yeah. It's not that. I at least have like some form of respect and humbleness. But you honestly just have to communicate with them. Like, yes, it's hard, but you have to say like, hey, like, thank you for the compliments or such and such. But the furthest it's going to go is like mutual respect or friendship. You have to let them know. You don't want to keep leading them on. I've done that to someone and it fucking sucks. And I hate that I did that. And it's one thing in life that I truly regret. So it's like, I feel like if you're not a shitty person, don't lead people on.
Wait, you rejected them and still led the person on?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's why it's like, that's one of my biggest regrets.
Flirty and everything and maybe sending mixed signals?
So it's a difficult and conflicting mindset that was just happening. And it's like, the feelings were there, but then it'd be questioned and just kept going back and forth. But then it's also like, if this is happening so frequently now, what's that say about the future? That's how I interpreted it. Yeah.
In the future of like future potential partners or future like, between you and that person?
Me and that person. Like if we were to like put a ring on it, it's sealed, Like if I'm having that much, and I feel like I wasn't mature at that point either. So yeah, that was like one of the worst things I've done. And like, like I apologize and everything. And yeah, that's just a shitty thing to do. And you don't want to lead someone on and keep going and keep going.
Yeah, because it's like you're wasting their time and your time.
True.
Right?
But I mean, I feel like our time wasn't really wasted. Like I made some memories. They made some memories, I hope. And I hope it ended off like in a mutual way. Because obviously when I let them down, it wasn't like nothing bad. It was still...
It's very amicable.
What?
It was very amicable. Like the
parting.
Yes. Yeah, I know, big word.
I know. Okay, SAT.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, you just have to be open with them. Like, yes, it's going to hurt, but at the same time, it's like you don't want to waste their time because that's like honestly one of the worst things you could do to someone.
Yeah, I agree. I would also be... I'm at the point where if I don't feel it, like I'll make it clear. I would take the bandage right off. Just because I know what that's like in the sense like not. I feel like with them letting me down easy is me being friend zoned. So it just makes it very clear, like you've set the boundary.
Yeah,
and it's fine, and I will respect that. Obviously it'll hurt. I wouldn't necessarily just put you in the friend zone, just like with actions and with saying it. I think I would just say it straight up, like,
yeah,
hey, we're just better as friends. And personally, like, I'd be like, I don't see you that way. And because you know what the problem with those things too is, like, and I think where things get blurry is when you truly like the person, like as a friend. But if they're really super interested in you, then most likely you won't be friends.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Because it just sends the wrong signal. And I think that they'll always be confusing that as like, oh, I can, or maybe it gives them hope. Like, oh, I could get out of the friend zone and they'll see me as something more. But most of the time it just seems like it isn't. So I feel like just making that very blunt and saying like, hey, we're better off as friends, I would then like put my distance, because I don't want me being nice or me being like a friend be mistaken for something more.
Does that happen a lot to you? You being nice comes off as flirting?
No, I feel like I've interpreted the nice for something different.
Oh, okay. Tell me about that. I'm curious.
Yes. I think just because when people give me certain attention that I find, like, you know, because I feel like it's their natural being. Them being nice, being motivating person, being just a overall like good human being. Like, I think that I've misinterpreted based on how I would approach things. I don't know, like if you be hugging me or like holding me by the waist, you know, like it's, or like being very in some ways touchy feely. But you're a person that's already touchy feely. I can misinterpret that because I'm not the touchy feely type.
Yeah.
So you get me? So that's where it can, for me, I wouldn't do something that I'm not comfortable doing. So I find that, I guess because I'm not like that and you're doing that, it's like, oh, do you like me? You know, like it just gets me in my head of like, does he see me as more, or does he, you know, like,
yeah,
or, you know, these sudden, you know, these little glances or these little smiles or this little wink, or, you know, like, I think we overthink that, or at least I overthink that, because I wouldn't be doing that to a guy if I didn't like him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think I put myself in that position. But if that's just, I feel like I've come to learn, like, if that's their being and, you know, just observing and seeing how they interact with other people, then I'd get the hint. Like, I'd be like, oh, I see. Like, that's just me misinterpreting. And yeah, I feel like after then I move on.
Period.
Because obviously, like, I'm misinterpreting them and they just see me as a friend. So that's cool. But if I still harbor feelings, like, I would put distance, you know, just because I don't want to be hurt by that. Rather than that, just like, I think, you know, keep it pushing, keep it moving. Yes.
So the thing is, my friend, they, I don't know if you've seen it, and I'm pretty sure you haven't. They think I'm flirting, like I'm a flirtatious person, but it's just me being nice. And I don't know, like, the differences, at least for me, because for me, being nice is just like, you know, but for them, it's they're like, are you flirting with that person? I'm like, no. And they're like, then why are you being nice to them? And I'm like, I'm not a complete bitch. Like, it's just me being nice. But I think it's because my friends know a certain aspect of me that it comes off that way.
I think, honestly, I feel like in our heads, in girls' heads, I don't want to say most, but like, I think most of us kind of know, like, guys are not the best. So we're already putting them at a low standard.
True.
So I feel like when they kind of go above and beyond, or you're holding a door, something as simple as that, like, because what type of guys, like,
putting that much effort?
Yes. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Because I feel like your friends will probably think like you're being flirty because they haven't seen you do it like with them.
True.
Who are your friends.
Yeah.
So when maybe they're seeing you kind of go the extra, I don't want to say the extra mile,
because
but
all
maybe
I do is like compliment or like I'll talk to them back or something. Like,
exactly.
just be nice.
But okay, like say that, but how often do you compliment your friends or
oh well, yeah, that's the thing. I'm like, you stupid bitch. Like,
yeah, exactly.
yeah,
So
okay.
that's why they probably see it that way. Because I would too. Like I'd be like, okay, like not you.
Like all of a sudden being nice.
Yeah, you
Gotcha.
know, like when you know them a certain way.
Yeah.
Like it, like I could tell, like you know, like it's like. But then again, I think it just is different. Like you know, because they might as well. Like I'm pretty sure your friends are probably like, then just be yourself how you are with us. If you're not,
but they deserve it. That's a difference.
Like,
so bad, but yeah.
So see what I mean? So that's why maybe they see it as like, no, bitch, you're flirting. Like, you know?
Okay.
Because they already see you one way. So you going like acting somewhat different from your usual self and being nice and being courteous and being, you know, like well-mannered. Why, you know, with us, you're like, bitch. And you know, like,
yeah.
Then you're like, whoa. Okay. You're turning into, you know, little Mr., you know, nice guy. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like
okay, real quick. Are you one of the people that knows when someone's flirting with you? Or are you like oblivious?
I'm oblivious as hell. Like you
Okay.
need to make some type of statement that you're inclined and like me. Like you need to make it blatantly obvious.
Like straight out say it.
Yes.
Okay.
Or I don't know. Okay. Or certain maneuvers that you can do, like if you're always looking at me, or like eye contact, but I see you do like the looking up and down and looking at my eyes, then my lips, then my eyes. I think that's pretty obvious.
The fucking TikTok trend, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. I feel like maybe I could catch a drift. You know how guys, I feel like guys would want to know if a girl's into them, right?
Do guys really think that much ahead though?
Not really, but wouldn't they like that? Like, oh my god, that girl's into me. Like, it's almost like a bragging thing too, right?
I guess.
Like if that girl, like you know,
maybe.
Hey, that girl told me she liked me. Like, you know, like
like they could go and bloat about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So how they would want that, like I think girls too. Like if we're approached and you're like, hey, let me take you on a date, or like, oh, shoot, you already made it obvious, right? You're asking me on a date. So my thing is like, let's get on the plan, you know, of like of getting on the date. But it's like you gotta make it obvious, or at least doing things that you only do for me, and I see you're not doing for nobody else.
Okay. I went to a party one time and my friends kept saying, they're flirting with you. They're flirting with you. Like let's like put them together and all that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they're not flirting. Like they just complimented me. Like they're a fan. That's my perception. But it's like, you know, I don't know. I just feel like if you love someone, like just straight up tell them. Because I feel like that would save so much time, and who knows? It could lead to somewhere else.
They're probably testing it out to see if you're engaging.
That's true, but I don't know. For me, it's just like, you know that Cupcake song? Like, just straight up tell them, like, Bobby, you want to see a trick that's worth it?
Juggle them balls in my mouth, deep throat circus.
Oh,
circus.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Period. As it should. Anyways, so yeah, if you know, are in the situation like this, just tell them. Be straight up. Honestly, I think that's a good thing. And I think it just makes you a more blunt person, straight up, no games. And two, it helps you prevent wasting your time, somebody else's time.
Hurt feelings.
And hurt feelings. Exactly.
A possible future therapy session.
Exactly. So, yeah, just be straight up.
All right, Chismosas. Now it's time where we put the tea in rant. Yeah. And this week, what we're going to talk about is what not to say in the talking stage. Emily, do you want to start us off?
Yes. I want to rant about this.
Oh, okay.
Again, it's been happening quite often.
Oh, damn. And I think the bitch came prepared.
Yes. And I think that I should air it out.
Ooh.
So, this little situation happened.
Oh, a personal experience.
A personal experience.
Damn, okay.
Yes. So, I'm going to take from this and just share with you. The person said, hey. I said, hey, how's it going? And they said, good. And yours? And I said, good too. And they responded, that's good.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh,
what do you
wow.
want me to say? And then, because I know how it goes, I was just like, yeah, putting the ball back in your court, because obviously you're not initiating to continue the process of asking each other questions. Because one, I'm not going to put the time and effort if you're being short.
Exactly.
And then not initiating to ask questions. Because the whole point of the talking stage is
to get to know each other.
Getting to know each other and talking.
Yes.
So if you're being short, then what is the point? Because for one, I know damn well sometimes if you're the girl or you're the guy that doesn't want, I guess, to necessarily put the effort forward and want to receive the initial, kind of response from the potential partner, then you're gonna put an effort. But if you're seeing like that they're not asking questions, that they're not trying to get to know you, don't waste your time.
Exactly.
Because honestly, that right there was 3 minutes of my wasted life.
True.
That I'm not going to get back. But, be quick to see those things so that you stop yourself from wasting your time, because
and it doesn't drag on.
Exactly. Because one, you want them to respond semi quickly. Next, if they're already talking sexual stuff,
oh yeah,
right from the get-go, red flag. Because if that's your thing, cool. But if you're not, then you can close the chapter and be over with it. But for me personally, that's a red flag. If you're just trying to like hit it and quit it, I guess the right person will answer back and be like, yeah. But if you're not, then in that conversation, because it's not going to go well for you, especially if you're like trying to truly be in a serious relationship or trying to like get to know the person to see where it goes. Don't do that, because truly, like, you're not gaining anything if you're not putting in the effort and trying to get to know the person, because then you could just get a friend.
True.
You know what? Like,
friends with benefits.
Exactly. So don't do that, because it's just literally like, when I saw that, I was like, what's the point? Why are you here?
Yeah.
Because obviously, if you see on the profile, like, what is it that they're wanting? What is it that you're wanting? Then go by that. But if your feelings have changed, then change it on on whatever your situation is at the time. But yeah, don't do that. I guess I would say from on my end that I've been noticing a lot, because it's like, yeah, like, well, what did you want me to say? Like, ask another question? Hell no. I'm not putting in the time and effort. You're not. You're keeping it short, and I could keep it short too. So yeah, I'm winning now because I ended that convo real quick.
As you should.
Yes, exactly. As I should. Tap on the shoulder. Because I did somewhat okay. But I want to ask you as well. What would you say?
I mean, for sure, the biggest one is if they're not cooperating, if they're not making the effort to get to know you more, because that's literally the whole point of reaching out and talking to someone. I would also say if they say something along the lines of they're just looking for something short term. And especially if you're someone who really wants to build a future with someone, you should definitely, that shouldn't even be an option. So that itself, just process of elimination, PEMDAS. Obviously the dirty talk. Give it some time, at least. Like, chill. You could wait.
Realistically, how long would you? Honestly, I feel like that should happen after you met up at least a couple of times. Ain't no way you should be having those conversations before you've even met each other or seen each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I think that's
would
a red flag.
Would you say after a date would be too long, though?
After what?
After a date?
After a date?
Yeah.
No, it needs to be at least after a couple of dates.
Oh, okay, so how many? Throwing the ball back to your park.
10.
10?
What's wrong with that?
No.
Think about it. 10 dates. That's not a lot. It's one time.
Not a lot.
But you're like talking in between, so you're truly getting to know them.
No, yeah.
Because I feel like that stuff is more for when you're like together. Because what do you got to know about dirty talk? You know, like that they vibe well with your, you know what I mean?
I mean, to some people, I guess it's crucial. That's a high importance to them.
But it's
nothing.
But I feel like it's not that hard. Like, you know what?
No, yeah. But there's some people who don't think with this. They think with something else.
Okay. Point exactly. Maybe that's another red flag.
Yeah.
So if you're not into, then you know to skirt somewhere else. But yeah,
there's people who are more sex positive than others.
Okay.
So I feel like if that's something you're into, then I guess
maybe less dates. Maybe after the first date.
Well, no, like I guess like if you're someone that is sex positive and they do start talking about it, then I guess if that's what you're into, boo.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. For me,
you're maybe... like after the first date.
No. I got standards.
Okay. Come look at you with your standards.
I think it depends on the dates too. Because if some like I was gonna say somewhere like Mickey Mouse, like something small, it's like nope, that's part one. You know, like people say like they're joking around like Mickey Mouse, like you know, short and sweet. Yeah. Fuck. I don't know. Maybe it depends on the person and the bond you have with them. I think. Exactly. I don't know, because some people they need to have that emotional connection too. It just depends on the person, really. Yeah.
I think so too.
But I feel like that's such a cop-out answer.
But I mean, if it's true with you, I mean, it's not really like a cop-out because I mean,
if it's right, it's right.
Exactly.
Yes. I don't know, because 4 could be a good number too.
4 is just like 2, like 4 times I get to see him. Like
at the same time as like you said,
like because okay, there's another thing. Are you because you're like talking between those dates? Like afterwards.
And then you have to consider the talk before even going on a date.
By the way, a good point maybe is to even get them on the phone or FaceTime.
See if they're a catfish?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I wouldn't necessarily say snap. I know that some people do snap.
Kind of a red flag to some people, yeah. Okay. So what's the time limit to meet someone in person?
That's what I'm trying to like... I feel like for me, I would like to prolong the time.
By how long? Because at some point...
3 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Or even a month.
Okay.
But given you could be icked out from that time to your, first date. But I feel like if you have the proper communication, you're like, hey, actually,
Do you think icks are easy cop-out, though? Because I feel like a lot of people are just using it now to justify them not wanting to be with someone.
No, I think they find something. They have to. They have to know why. Ain't no way, because I don't.
No, that's why, like, icks give people a reason, like, any little reason to, like, just stop talking to someone or, like, not, fully go through with a relationship.
I know, but it's important, because if it's important to you that it's a bad ick, then why do you want to continue?
But, like, is someone riding a bicycle really, like,
okay, what if it's not necessarily that, but it's like...
Because I feel like that's the direction icks are going in today's society. It's, like, little shit.
I know, but that'd be up to the person. That'd be up to the person deciding how bad that ick is. If it's bad enough that they can overcome it and then, they'll get over it, okay. But if it's, like, a hard, a hard press, like, no on the ick, then you get your answer and it's faster. You move on quickly. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's. But it also brings me to another question. I don't know why, but is it me or in Latino families? Don't you gotta be like a little bit more secretive with
your love life?
Yes.
I feel like it depends on the family because there's some families that are like very open about things no matter what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also families that are very
chismosos.
Yes, and very that the word gets around by the like end of the day.
Yeah.
Everyone on Facebook knows.
For real.
Everyone in Mexico, like even the dog's owner, like the person who watches the dog. So I feel like it depends on the family, but yes.
I feel like I need to be like a FBI agent with that.
When do you think it's a good time to tell friends?
Well, they know from the beginning.
From the beginning?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because like, security, safety reasons.
Oh. I don't know. For me, I mean, just like social media, I'm not one to like share or like put stuff out there. Like if I'm talking to someone, I want that connection to be between us. Like, why the fuck does your friend know like my favorite TV show is this? Like, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it depends on the person.
I have another question. Sorry. This is becoming a little bit more than a friend, but this is the last one. But would you hard launch or soft launch?
What do you mean by that?
Like soft launch is when you like, say you're in a dating somebody or almost.
Are you talking about like the Instagram post where like it just is a picture of them holding? That's like the cheesiest shit
That's
ever.
a soft launch. A hard launch is just when they're on your Instagram. You put that face in your
Baby, I don't even put my own face on Instagram. Like,
but if you were, you're not. Because some people could see that as a red flag if you're like not posting them. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Okay, think about it.
Oh my gosh, I hate this generation.
I know, but think about like truly, like okay, I guess from a girl's perspective. Like if I'm like,
because you kind of do want someone to show you off at the same time.
That's what I mean.
But it depends. It's so conflicting. There's just it varies.
So any thoughts?
I mean, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. What is it? Hard launching?
Hard launching. Okay.
Because it's like, why the fuck, bitch? You're not a fucking artist dropping new music. Like, come here, tetas. I mean, if you want to be extra, sure, go for it. I don't know. I don't see it as a big thing.
Soft launching them until they put a ring on it.
I feel like that's too long.
Too much. But then they can't claim you.
Bitch, and they ain't gonna claim me.
Exactly.
I claim myself.
So I don't know. I guess it's up to personal.
Are you soft or hard launch?
Honestly, I think I would soft launch.
I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Just because I'm like, if this is something serious, like, you're not gonna just have access to everything, baby.
I would talk with them about it.
Yes, that too.
Because what if they want to keep it private too? So it's like, you got to see where both meet. But also
how
like,
private is too private? Because what does that mean?
Like,
Am I the side bitch? Am I, like, I'm not gonna be no side.
Yeah, but also it's like not everyone has social media either.
I guess. But anyways, that's just kind of our thoughts.
I don't know.
Right?
Love's conflicting.
Yes.
Don't fall in love. Buy a dog. Buy a pet. Buy a fish.
Get a firulais. Go adopt.
Yeah.
Don't buy.
And neuter them.
Yeah. Anyways, okay. So besides that,
oh shit,
let's just yeah, I know.
Yeah,
just quickly, let's do kind of like our manifestation quote of the day. What's yours for today?
From the book of bitchlations or bad bitchery, whichever one you want to call it, chapter 2, paragraph 7. I'm gonna say, bitch, being a nice person means being nice to yourself as well, you stupid son of a bitch. Yes.
Okay, Jerry.
You fucking whore. Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, that's how I learned. That's how I can't be like all like nicey. I feel like that's too much of like a fortune cookie kind of a thing. Yeah. Okay, you.
Okay. In order to get past something, you have to go through it, feel the feelings, and put in the work. Work on yourself, type thing. Love yourself. And do you, boo? Do you? All right. that was it for today's podcast.
Hey.
Be sure to follow, like, subscribe, give us 5 stars on our podcast.
All the above.
Yes, and catch us on our next episode.
Later.
Bye. You've been listening to the Chilling East Spilling podcast with your host, Emily and Hector. Follow the Chilling East Spilling podcast on Instagram, X, and TikTok at Chilling East Spilling. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a 5-star review. Thank you for listening. Join the Chilling East Spilling podcast again next Monday at 5 p.m.